you're trying to optimize your videos for search, a few things that you have to keep in mind. The very first is that search works just like everything else on the platform. If people type in something into YouTube search and it shows results, YouTube is going to favor the videos that generate the most watch time, or just the most satisfaction is the way that YouTube puts it. If your video is showing up there, but it's not being competitive with the other videos, then it's not going to remain there. Videos that get the most watch time and that have the highest amount of viewer satisfaction, those are the videos that are going to maintain those search positions. Because of that, you could just be not being as competitive with your most recent videos as you were with the original first two videos that you did. In addition to that, you also want to make sure that you are optimizing everything properly. So with your other videos, it's important to make sure that you are looking at your traffic sources as well, because even though you optimize for YouTube search, it's possible that you are getting traffic from an external source like Google. So when you optimize for search on YouTube, one of the advantages of it is that you can show up in YouTube search, but you can also show up in Google search and the other textual search engines. And you can also show up in AI tools now, because ChatGPT is also recommending video results. One, you have to make sure the content is competitive for those particular results. So that's why any of the keyword tools, they usually have some type of meter that lets you know how competitive that particular term is, to let you know if it's going to be hard to rank for or not. In addition to that, you have to make sure that you do optimize your video properly for that particular term in terms of making sure that you have the keyword and or keyword phrases in your title and your description. I would also just make sure you're mentioning those things in your video and you're showing those things in your video so that YouTube can collect all of that relevance to that particular topic to know to show it there in the first place. And then from there, it's got to be a good video that people respond to well. If you're not getting a good result from your content now, but you're getting it from before on two of the videos that you published, I'd really dig into those videos and see where the views are coming from. Look in your traffic sources report for this. In addition to that, look to see how people responded to everything it is that you're doing. Keep in mind, if the videos did better, one of the things that you're going to run into is you're going to see like, hey, my metrics might not look as good, or they might look the same as some of the videos that didn't do that well, even though this has a lot more views. Well, the reason that happens is because when it goes out in front of a lot more people and you have a lot more people interacting with the content, it's hard to maintain those higher numbers because you have a lot more people that you're dealing with a lot more different interests that respond to things in a lot more different ways. It typically pushes everything down anyway. So when you are looking at all of that information, you need to also look at the amount of impressions that the video has had as well, and take that into account when you're looking at the metrics of how people responded to it. But a couple of things that can also make a difference is topics. So those two videos that did well for you, those two videos specifically could have been videos that were just very broad in nature when it comes to the things that people care about when it comes to your type of content. So I would also look at those types of things as well, because the topic is definitely a huge factor when it comes to the amount of views that you can get, because there's the potential for that video. So look at the market, look at where you're getting the views from on the content that's performing well. Go into your audience retention reports, see how those videos compared to other videos of similar length, and then do that same exact thing for your most recent ones and see if there's a big difference there. Look at the audience retention reports, the absolute retention reports that show second by second how people responded to your content, and see exactly how people responded to your videos there as well.